Welcome back to Tour Validate. Today we're having a very special episode for you. We're gonna play the Mountain Shadow short course, one of my favorites here in the Valley and one that I get asked about all the time. Always recommend it to people who are here for the first time. Today we're gonna be getting numbers with the Voice Caddy SL3. I've never used this. The tags, as you can see, are still on it, but I've heard some great things about it. Great opportunity to get this out on the course, and I'm not playing a ton of golf these days with a new baby, so this is a great excuse to get out and do so. So 18 chances at a hole-in-one, par 3 course the whole way with, as you can see, some amazing views of Camelback and the surrounding mountains here in Scottsdale, Phoenix area. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before we do, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let's go. Let's hope we can get a hole-in-one today. One of the coolest things about the SL3 is the ability to look at the green complex from the tee. Obviously not as important here on a par 3 course because you can see pretty much all the greens. Holes ranging anywhere from probably 60 to 190 yards, so a lot of different shots, but the ability to look at the slopes on the green, pretty cool feature. So here we go. And don't forget, when you play a par 3 course, rule number 1, you gotta untuck your shirt. We're gonna have some fun today. Nice and loose out here. 107 yards to start the day. No driving range, so let's get into it. We're gonna aim at every flag because we're trying to make hole-in-ones. So let's go. One for one, green regulation. We got a putt at birdie, let's go. Okay. Also in news today, forgot to mention this on the tee, we found out the PGA Tour and the LIV have now merged, including actually DP World Tour. So we've got a lot going on, even more reason to be untucked, much looser. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. I know there's a lot of opinions on that matter. We'll talk about my opinion on that here soon. But let's try and start the day with a birdie. Keep the pins in for viewing pleasure. Okay, it didn't break. Valley effect. You can always use that excuse if you live here in Arizona. If you miss a putt, there's always a valley effect. Okay, even through one. Okay, 156 yards, and I'm pretty impressed by this. This GPS screen's already updated to the second hole, and I was a little worried about that with it being a short course because we've got the green right here. We're basically on the green on the next tee here on the second hole, and it's already updated to the second hole, so this knows exactly where I'm at. Pretty cool tech. So one of my favorite shots at this course, you've got the next couple holes with Camelback, unbelievable view. So okay, 157, 156 to pin back left, 9-iron. Okay, I think we're about pin high left. You can tell this course has some tricky pins. I mean, we're right off this fringe. Missed green, but we're gonna roll it. Big fan of the Texas wedge. Okay, not my best, not my best, but we'll clean it up. As you can tell, short courses are super fun. They're relaxed and it's fast. We already played 2 holes. Nice and simple. Great place to come hit some golf shots if you're looking to get some practice in. They have some great skins games here, but also if you're just in town, maybe not a high level golfer, just want to have some fun, doesn't get much better than this. 163 yards. See if we can get a 9-iron there this time. Didn't quite catch it that last hole, so should be the perfect number. Green complexes are a little crazier than they used to be back in the 60s when this was designed. One of the bigger defenses here is these greens, so here we go. Looks okay. We'll see when we get up there. Hit a little thin, but effective. Well, this is always fun. We couldn't see it from the tee, but as you can see, this green's like a peanut, kind of hides it with all the undulations, but pretty straightforward one here. Let's try and get the first birdie of the day. Get it going. That's fun. Birdie, let's go. One red. It's always nice to get that out of the way early. All right, shooting this hole here, hole 4. I think this is the longest one out here. 202 yards, so that pin, judging by this here, should be on the back portion of the green. This is a pretty wild green, you'll see when we get up there, but it has a big, almost like half pipe in the middle of it, which is kind of neat. Finding this front back middle pretty useful, so. God, I'm in between clubs. I'm gonna hit 6-iron here, 201 yards. Teeing it up because I teed it up on 3 and made birdie, so maybe I should start teeing it up more. Here we go. I think it's decent. I'm hitting them a little thin right now, but effective. You always prefer to hit a little thin versus fat. It's effective golf right now. This is dad golf. So you definitely want to miss it. If you're gonna miss it on this to a back pin, get it past it here. Not often long is better, but down where you are right there, where that camera is nuts. You don't even want to look at that. It could get dicey. I'm trying to play stress-free golf right now. A little too much respect. Left myself a tester. Hate to see that. Actually in pretty good shape out here considering we are in the warmer months. Summer is upon us here in Arizona. This place is extremely pure peak season. Okay, we got the longest one out of the way, par. Take a quick peek at this though. Look at this green. Like this is nuts. Anywhere you hit it, and it's fun. Sometimes they put feeder pins down in here where you can hit it and kind of have the ball work towards it, but even if I was to hit it in the middle of the green, I'm putting up over a Volkswagen Bug, trying to get it to the top of this, and you're looking at like mini golf, so it's a great place to play with your buddies. Watch this. There's a lot of teeth on this course. These greens will defend themselves, and that was part of the redesign here. So it's really fun, a lot of laughs out here when you're playing with your buddies. So just kind of an idea of what this hole is about. Definitely the hardest hole out here, but views are nuts. Love looking at Camelback. Also a great hike here in Arizona. If you're out here, make sure to do that, but drink water, please. You get to see helicopters, unfortunately, making a lot of trips here because people either roll their ankles or don't drink enough water. So we're gonna avoid that today. 79 yards here on the 5th hole. You can see it's right against that bunker on the left. So we gotta respect it a little while still trying to make hole-in-ones, because that is one of the best reasons to play a par 3 course. Although people do say that it doesn't count if you do it on par 3. I'd argue that it does. As long as there's a tee box, it counts. Little left kick, yep. I don't know if that's too deep or what. Kind of what I had in mind, kicked at the hole. We'll see. So pretty good shot, but you can see here, you gotta be precise. Slopes away from you, that's a tough pin. Everything's running away. I hit a 60 degree that had a ton of spin, and it still didn't want to spin. So we've got an uphill putt here. One that you kind of can be aggressive with, but as you can see, the grain changes. You can see by the color of the grass there that it starts to run away from you. So you still have to respect it. Gotta hit them close if you want to have green lights out here to make some putts, so we'll respect it. Okay, good putt, easy cleanup, keeping the round alive. Still one red. Absolute rookie play here. Forgot my rangefinder on the last hole, so don't be this guy. Ah, 100 yards. This is the first pin that we've seen today that I think looks makeable. We got a little backstop. Gotta hit a good one. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Perfect example of the short course showing its teeth. We got a front left pin location. Typically, pretty straightforward golf shot. I might have bit off a little too much. I went at it. I ended up hitting it too far. Hit the slope long. I don't even know if I'm in grass. We're gonna have to go see if I'm in grass. So short course showing its teeth. Oh boy. Slope here, rolled all the way down. This is what happens when you get a little greedy out here, trying to get at a pin. This is what happens when you're trying to make ones. Also showcases some weaknesses in the short game. So that's exactly what we're here for. A little practice, some reps, but I mean, this isn't gonna be too much fun. How we're gonna get this one up on the green, try and salvage a par here, but we'll grind, we'll grind. Clean his lie up a little, get rid of the sticks. See if we can fabricate some kind of golf swing. That's not too good. All right. Make sure we hit ball first. Little hook up the bank. I think that's pretty good. We'll see. See if we can clean this up. You know what? That's gonna break. I'm sorry. That's gonna break more than I feel. I gotta make an audible. Didn't feel good over that one. Quick little adjustment. This feels better. Oh my gosh. Well, you hate to see it. Bogey, short course, back to even. Hole 7, water feature, really cool hole. If you get a front pin here, this can get really difficult. I would say this is an easier pin, but I don't want to jinx myself. But a little further back, so you have some green to work with, 75 yards. See if we can make up for that little mishap on the last. Oh, good effort, good effort. We scared it. We scared it a little bit. We like to see that. Like I said, we got to make a hole in one today. I'm hoping we can do it. Never made one out here, but we're getting closer. Okay, that was close. That was close. We like tap-in birdies. 159. Got a little bit of help. Maybe it's more off the right. Sit a little, sit a little. Okay, a little past it. Tough little pin. Look at this. You miss it left here, all this undulation, moving it left, front pin downwind, almost impossible to stop with a false front. Actually, pretty happy with where I ended up, to be honest, but I've got a long putt. I mean, this is no joke. Spine right in the middle. You start to see where there's some pin locations that can be a little bit more gettable. It feeds down that direction, or it might feed to this back left location, but I mean, they have this place set up today. Ball mark is right here. So, not really much else to do. I can't really do too much more unless you hit like a high cut, and I'm just not in the business of working the golf ball right now in the amount of golf I'm playing. So, trying to keep it pretty simple. All right, up the hill, beautiful view. Holy smokes, that broke a ton. Okay, got a little work left. Go try and clean this one up. Tricky one, because if you go too far left, I feel like you're gonna get this slope. This spine right up the middle where I was at just makes it a tightrope. All right, gotta hit some closer golf shots. The only putts I've made have been the tap-ins for birdies, so we gotta just hit it close out here. But you gotta be dialed, you can see there, it's not easy. Hole 9, 83 yards. Looking at this, everything slopes right to left. See if we can use this to our advantage. Also, quick shout out to the maintenance staff here. This place is in great shape, especially considering it's June. Conditions are awesome. Conservative, 12 feet left. Not my best. So ball mark right here, probably 5 feet left of the flag, and I'm talking to myself on the tee box. There's no reason for me to be doing that. Not a bad leave here. I'm talking to myself like it was a terrible golf shot. It really wasn't bad. Little pull. I think as golfers, we set our standards a little too high sometimes. I think PGA Tour average from a distance like that is around 18 feet. This would probably be within Tour average. Oof, that break a lot. Okay. No blood on that front 9. See if we can get the back 9. Okay, now let me show you why I love this hole. Something I feel like you have to do. It's always something fun. Let me grab another ball. 73 yards, golf ball, no club. You gotta throw it. We're into the wind. We got this though. If there's any MLB scouts watching, I might be your guy. Here we go, little pass to the right. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.